Good morning. I'm Kirk McKinnon, Carrie Wynn McLeod, and Scott Chapman. We're brought to you by Tim Hortons. Welcome to a Thursday morning, Carrie Wynn. And there's a bit of, I don't know how you say kerfuffle, or how you pronounce kerfuffle, or how you spell kerfuffle, but there's a bit of a do here in downtown Charlottetown.
Bit of a do, yes. We are very, very pleased to have a friend stop in this morning and brought a wonderful donation for our Toys for Tots program. I'd like to welcome back to the Ocean 100 studio, Mr. Justin Trudeau.
Wow.
Great.
Yay!
Welcome. See you guys.
This whole thing has been a surprise for everybody. Eventually, when I got word late Monday night that it was going to happen, then really there was only about 3 of us that knew up until this morning.
Honestly, I've never seen radio hosts, a morning show host, dress as nice. I mean, you actually got your full tie on, yes. Scott. I know you normally show up in track pants. There's no way you're wearing a tie to work when you show up.
No wrinkles for Kirk this morning.
I know.
I had
a lovely necklace
I had to go
on.
and get a haircut yesterday.
You know this is radio, right?
Exactly. We don't usually look this good.
Aside from the faces for radio, right?
I know. And at my place, the power went out this morning.
Oh, I know. The winds are terrible.
Yeah. So you try putting on control top pantyhose because the Prime Minister's coming to town.
You want to see a woman in panic. You should have been here.
It was a big panic. So you're in town, and of course, you're going to be presented at Confederation Centre of the Arts today with the Simons Medal, and you're going to give that key address.
Yeah, it's a great honor. Quite frankly, I was surprised to see I'm the first sitting Prime Minister to ever receive it. This opportunity to talk about the state of the Confederation, particularly on our 150th anniversary since Confederation, is quite frankly something I'm very, very excited about.
Well, we're excited that you're here. Is the family with you at all?
No, this is one of those trips where I'm covering a whole lot of ground over a very small period of time. So I said bye to the kids yesterday morning and am on the road till tomorrow night.
Oh, wow. Well, it's so great to have you here. Now, of course, we need to talk about a big event coming up on Sunday as well, the Grey Cup.
Absolutely.
The Grey Cup
excited.
in Ottawa.
It's in Ottawa. I'm bringing the kids. And Sophie's agreed to come as well, which is always a bonus. I said, well, you can either watch it at home with us or you can come. Well, I'll come. That's fine. It's going to be it's a big deal. 150th year, 105th year of the Grey Cup. Unfortunately, my beloved Alouettes aren't in it, but the Argos and the Stamps will give a great game. I know.
So who do you cheer for now then?
I cheer to hope for a really close game. Isn't that horrible? I'm like, I just want. I mean, I was told there are more former Als on the Argos, so maybe there's but really, I just want to see a great game.
He's focused on the Maple Leafs now, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Which brings us to
not quite.
What about the Habs, Mr. Trudeau?
What about the Habs? It's every now and then we just have a year where nothing seems to work right, and this is unfortunately one of those years.
So far, can turn it around. Maybe.
Hope springs eternal.
I have a bunch of Hab jokes if you want to hear them.
No, it's quite all right. I'll pass. I can match them with Maple Leafs jokes, but then we all end up arguing over at each other, and it's too early in the morning to fight.
So Kirk was pretty excited when I told him Tuesday that you were coming because his brother Stephen is the MP for.
Gatineau,
yes.
And doing a great job as parliamentary secretary on public services, which means he's one of the lead folks working so hard to clean up the Phoenix mess that we were left by the previous government that we're working very, very hard to fix. And
does he ever ask about me? Does he ever talk about me, Stephen?
He's so proud that I'm coming to see you. He says, my brother's just doing such a great job in PEI. You got to go. That's why I'm here. You can thank your.
Now you've met the black sheep. There you go.
Hey, dude, I've heard this yesterday. I heard it the day before. And enough about Kirk. Wow. We have a country to run here.
No, the local MPs here, whether it's Sean Casey or the 3 others, they're just doing an amazing job. And I always try to listen to my MPs, whether or not they're related to radio show hosts.
Well, Kirk brought in a care package from his mother that he wants you to take back to Ottawa for Stephen.
We can do that. This,
pickles and
Prime
beets.
Minister's good. Well, they might not make it there though, because I'm a fan.
I do have a quick favor too. My nephew Aiden have you heard of Flat
Got
Stanley?
a Flat Stanley,
You have a Flat-
absolutely.
you know what Flat Stanley
I
is, so-
may have taken a few pictures with Flat Stanleys over the course of my 10-year political career.
So before you go, I just need a picture with Flat Stanley. You and Flat
that's,
Stanley.
again, these are
we can do
really
that.
powerful moments on radio that you've got for us as you're holding up a little cutout paper doll.
Very highbrow
Of
here.
course, we were all very excited when I saw you getting off the plane in Vietnam. You were sporting those beautiful sunglasses.
I hadn't even thought about that. I mean, I never imagined that people would connect on those little details. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I get nothing but compliments on them. They're from right here in PEI.
Yes, they are the fellow Earthlings down in Guernsey Cove, Sydney and Chris Seggy, and those leather-trimmed aviators.
Just slick.
And I know they were surprised that you still had them. You got them as a gift last year, I believe. When you
Yeah, but I'm Scottish. I tend to keep things that are handed to me for a long period of time.
That's wonderful. Some other things maybe that we wanted to know. Did you have any rapid questions there, Kirk, or you just kind of stop?
This is my
Flat Stanley is your
Like,
biggest
he's
thing,
turning
eh?
to Flat Stanley
Yeah.
to see if Stanley has any
I
questions.
got Flat Stanley, dude, and hi to my brother. That's it.
Maybe just a few things, so people can get to know the personal you. I'm very curious. Do you collect Shoppers Optimum points?
One of the challenges I have is, I mean, it wasn't so much Shoppers, it was Canadian Tire. For me, on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday morning, I'd say, honey, I absolutely need this screwdriver or something. I'm going to Canadian Tire. She's like, no, you're not. I mean, no, really? No, it's time to be with the family. No, I'll just go and I'll come right back. You never come right back from Canadian Tire.
You go in for one thing?
And it's so cool. But the challenge of being PM is it's now harder for me to actually.
I do have a question about that. You can't just get up and say, "I'm going to run down to Tim's for a double." I mean,
I can. I can. It sometimes causes a bit of a kerfuffle, to use your word.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, the other night, my Sophie was in Toronto doing an event, and the grandma Sophie's mom was over to help with the kids. So I said, you know what? After the kids go to bed, I'm going to leave grandma to watch TV, and I'm going to head out and shoot some stick with a buddy. So I went out
cool.
to a local joint and shot some pool for a few hours.
Now, what
and
local joint would you be going to there now?
there was a bit of an issue about which one was the right one I should go to, but no, just finding moments where I can just hang out with friends and be chill is really, really important to remember. What's real and what is surrounding the office. I mean, the level of kerfuffle. I mean, there's flashing lights in the street right now around a prime minister. Can go to your head, or you can take it the wrong way.
Sure.
But for me, the only way to make sense of it is there's no way all of this is for just one guy. It's for the office. Yeah. So if I think about the office as being something that I have to work very hard to serve and live up to, that's really important. The other thing that was really important for me and useful was when I was a kid, I'd meet all sorts of people who didn't like me off the bat because they didn't like my father.
Right.
And I had to learn to discount that and not let it affect me. But at the same time, I met a few people who liked me because of my father, and I had to learn to discount that too, because it wasn't any realer than the not liking me. So learning to have a really good sense of who I am and where I actually exist and have my strengths has been helpful in what is a very particular phase of my life right now, with a lot of amazing things, but certain awkwardnesses in stopping in for a double, as you say.
Exactly. I know we have some folks outside our studio now that have congregated, and some other folks in uniform and that sort of thing. And you do travel with quite an entourage. And I know your main guy, the silver fox over in the corner here, eh?
Oh, you've noticed Paul? Yes. That's he loves being pointed out. It's great. I've been incredibly lucky all my life. Actually, I started as a kid to have been surrounded by amazing RCMP officers who, of course, were serving our family, serving my dad. And the work the RCMP does day in and day out across the country is something that I'm really connected to, and I find myself, and as a dad, the fact that I get to raise my kids with the best of the best in terms of really nice, service focused professionals around us. There's some hassles about being prime minister, and the 24-hour security sometimes is one of them, but the quality of the people I'm surrounded with is something, and the quality of Canadians that I meet in general is really something that
it's wonderful.
is
One
touching.
more quick question. You're sitting home at nighttime, you get to watch one television show. What is it, Coronation Street? Or?
No, these days, see, of course, like in any good marriage, my wife decides what shows we watch together.
Perfect.
So it's a combination of Outlander on Netflix and Grey's Anatomy's new season, and and it varies a little bit sometimes.
Have you
but
seen The
these
Good
days-
Doctor, the new show, The Good Doctor?
No,
Brilliant.
because we watched The Good Wife years ago, but are open to the next step.
Well, thank you so much for popping in. This is a real thrill. I was absolutely thrilled late Monday night to get an email from Cameron in your office, and I was over the moon.
Well, listen,
that this was happening.
I'd come by during the leadership, so it's
Yes.
been way too long.
I
since,
know, you didn't call,
since I
right?
come.
Send
No,
flowers,
I know,
nothing.
it's terribly neglectful of me.
Next time you come down, I'll take you to Canadian Tire and we'll go shoot some steak, okay? I promise.
Mr.
With
Trudeau,
Flat Stanley, right?
Yeah, there you go, of course.
I know our staff is very anxious to meet you. We're going to have a staff photo taken with you. Again, we wish you all the best today at the Simons Lecture.
It's
at
just great
Confederation
to
Centre.
be back on the island, and great to chat with you all.
You have an open invitation to come in anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.